Hi, we're leaving Vitry-Le-Francois this morning. We've been here for 3 nights. We actually moved yesterday morning, so behind me you can see some trees, which is lovely. We moved into the shade. You may know that much of Europe is currently under a heat wave, including France, and we're in a kind of one of the areas that they're saying take special precautions. It's been very, very hot. Now, we were moored further down the canal, which if I turn, sorry. So we were moored a little down that way, only about 1 kilometre. And we moved yesterday morning to this spot because it actually has the trees on the side, the plane trees. The other spot had no shade, and a lot of the moorings along the canals don't have any shade. And so we moved. It's not great, but at least gave us some afternoon shade. The thing with this part of the mooring though is, as you can see in the water potentially, it is full of weed. And it is part of, it used to be part of the canal, but it's been closed in, and so it's just become clogged with weed. And the part of the canal, it used to go into the centre of Vitry, down behind me. So this was a fork in the path, so you can see on this side, which I can't see in my hands now, but you can see on that side, that went down into Vitry, and that's been blocked off just behind me. There's a bridge across it. And then on the other side, down behind this post, that's the actual part of the canal that we travel on. And so we just came up and we ran around this little bend and we parked. So it's a good spot because it's given us some shade. Lots of weed though. So this morning our trick is where we're heading to is up behind us. And that's our first lock. We're heading to Chalon-en-Champagne. And that's up behind us, the lock. And we're facing the wrong way, so we have to turn around. And the trick this morning is we'll reverse out a little and then turn the boat around. But because of all the weed and the way, we can't turn in here, it's not a big enough space for us. But we don't want to use our propeller and our thrusters too much because of the weed. So we're going to manhandle her out and push her out. And that still amazes me that, it's a 30-ton beast. But watching them just move on the water, I think is quite lovely. It reminds me of a whale, I don't know why. But we'll get her a little bit under momentum just by pushing her, and then it'll just drift. And we'll then be able to use the thrusters and the propeller when we're a little bit out of the weed to then turn her around and go the right way. So that's our trick for this morning. But Vitry's been a nice little spot. It's just been a couple of days break, and we're now only travelling today about 13 k's, 3 locks I think, to a spot that we'll just sit in for the night before we head to Chalon tomorrow. And we're doing that just because we're trying to force ourselves to get into the habit of slowing down and not doing 6 hours a day and not just pushing forward to the next place and the next place, and just learning to just sit. So yesterday we literally just sat here and sweated our asses off. But we just sat and relaxed, and it's been quite nice. It's a nice little spot. We went for a walk along the canal up to the next locks. But yeah, it's not been bad. You can see the old subdivision there behind me, and they've kind of rubbed out where you used to be able to go. So I'm not sure when they blocked that off, but it's, it's a nice little mooring if you can get it. So that's our trip for the day.